Let's speak with the Menendez brothers' attorney, Mark Geragos. Mark, thank you for joining us again. Have you had the chance to speak to Lyle and Erik?
I have. And I mean, obviously, after almost 35 years, it's quite a turn of events. It's been a long slog for them, and I think they're cautiously optimistic that they can see some real relief at this point.
How do you explain the decision?
Well, I think it's way overdue. We've been waiting and engaged with the DA now for 18 months. We filed the original petition. The judge promptly issued what's called a request for a reply, which the DA and I have been working through for the last, I would say, about a year, and they've taken it very seriously. I watched the package just now, and yesterday I watched a lot of the reporters asking about whether it was political. I said there is a degree of irony here, because it was actually DA political infighting, which I believe was the reason that they were convicted the second trial. Without getting into the details of it, just remember their second trial after a hung jury took place. Evidence started 8 days after the O.J. acquittal, and I've always thought that this case, even in real time, was kind of payback for a DA who needed the win back then 30 years ago.
You said you believe the brothers will be home by Thanksgiving, but Matt Gutman just laid out the timeline, so Thanksgiving seems ambitious, optimistic.
Yeah, I wasn't going to disagree with your reporter, but I don't think it's going to take 30 to 45 days to get a hearing in this case. I think we're going to have a hearing well before that. And in fact, if you want a little breaking news, the DA has already filed in the court. So the court has already got the filing.
So you still believe Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that's my goal, is to have them home for Thanksgiving. You know, you showed a little bit of a clip there with Joan. For all of those people who say, well, maybe I understand about Jose, but what about Kitty? That was Kitty's older sister in your package right there. That's Joan. That's Joan, who's been one of their most steadfast advocates to have them released. To me, that's a compelling, very compelling argument. By the way, we have uniformly almost 25 of the family members who have all come forward. 10 of them flew out yesterday on 6 hours' notice to be there to implore the district attorney to take this move, because by initiating this move, which they did yesterday after the press conference, this now allows a judge to resentence them, to take a look at all the good work that they've done while being in prison and while having absolutely no ability or thought or any hope whatsoever to ever get out.
The brothers have spent more of their lives in prison than out of it. Are they prepared for freedom? What can you tell us about the plan for reentry?
Well, I won't go into the details for a plan of reentry, but clearly that was one of the things that we provided. I mean, they have done some unbelievable work while in prison. Lyle has kind of taken on what's called a green space project for himself that's actually been implemented in the prison. He's graduated from the University of California and gotten a BA degree. Erik has started hospice care for inmates, both in and outside of the walls. Erik's also a very talented artist and has been one of the people who has designed, painted, and implemented the Green Space Project. So I think they've done great things while in prison. I don't see anything that's going to stop them from continuing that good work once they're out.
Mark Geragos, thanks as always for your time.